Welcome to another episode of Ocean State Aquatics TV with me, Salty Alley, and today I'm going over all the aquariums I have for sale here at OSA Wakefield. Let's check it out. We're going to start right over here at this Tideline 32-gallon all-in-one aquarium. This is one of my favorite tanks that I have here at the shop today. I think this one is just a perfect size. It's not too small, it's not too big. It's a great beginner aquarium, and it's an all-in-one system, which makes maintaining it very easy and user-friendly, especially if you're just starting out, because you don't have to worry about changing out filter cartridges or anything like that. All we're really worrying about is this filter sock here, changing that out once in a while, and once every few months taking out the sponges and the biomedia and rinsing it in the aquarium water. But besides that, very easy tank to maintain. Just needs a water change once in a while. I absolutely love the color of this wood stand. It's very unique. It's different than like your standard wood color. It's like that nice gray. I really like that for sure. So this tank's been here a while, and I don't know why, because it's such an awesome tank. This is a 60.2 Waterbox Marine X. I like this tank as well because this has a sump filtration, so this is great if you're looking for extra water volume. Say you have something like a couple discus in here, this would be a great tank for that because you have the extra water volume. The tank itself is only about 37 gallons, so I wouldn't do more than say like a pair of discus or like some angels, and then you could do a bunch of small dither fish in there, but it would look really nice, and you have that extra water to keep parameters stable. On to this next one here. This is the Waterbox Clear Series 2420. This is very similar size to this one here, except this one is their Clear Series, so it doesn't have any built-in filtration. This you would use on a canister filter, or you could use a hang-on back filter as well. I love this tank. For one, it's Waterbox, so it's great quality, really beautiful, low iron glass, and this stand is really nice as well. This is their wood color stand. And under here, you can put your canister filter, or you could store things as well if you did hang-on backs. Right over here, this is two Tideline 21.5 gallon Peninsulas. I like these tanks as like a small divider. This would be a great aquarium to have next to your couch or next to the bed if you don't want an end table and you want an aquarium instead. This is a great tank for that. I think it's really neat with the Peninsula style footprint. And both of these are a really good size, especially like I had said with the other one. If you're just starting out, it's a nice size where it's not too big, but not too small as well. I do have this one set up as a saltwater tank. You could definitely use it as that. This is about the smallest saltwater tank I would go, but you absolutely could use it as that. It has the overflow, built-in overflow here, which again is just really easy to maintain. We actually have 3 display tanks that are all in one like that, and super easy. I barely have to do anything except for water changes, but very little on like filter maintenance. This is a 120 gallon Aquarium aquarium with a planet, stand, and canopy. I love this tank because it has a soft place in my heart. I had a 120 as my saltwater reef tank, and I absolutely loved it. The footprint is fantastic, only 4 feet, but it's very deep, which is nice for something like a reef tank where you're trying to have a lot of room to aquascape. This is obviously a drilled aquarium, so it's a fantastic saltwater or freshwater tank. You would have a sump filtration underneath, and it comes with your overflow accessory kit down there. Like I said, personally, I just like a 120. It's a really nice footprint, and it would be a fantastic freshwater tank as well for something larger, like say you have severums or some other larger cichlids like that. This would be a great tank for that. So this is a 90 gallons. This tank is very similar in footprint to the 120, except it's not as deep front to back. So this is another great tank. This one here is also drilled for an overflow, and so you'll have a sump filtration on this. Another really good freshwater or saltwater tank. The sumps really are fantastic if you're going to do something like cichlids, like African cichlids, South American cichlids, because they're messy, and that extra water volume really gives you some more stability in the tank. So you're not constantly trying to fight water parameters. You get that little bit extra water volume, and you can really just fill that sump filter with biomedia. So like for example, with African cichlids, you're gonna have a ton of Africans in here. You want a lot of biomedia, so that's why sumps are just a fantastic option for freshwater aquariums. But again, definitely necessary if you're gonna do a saltwater tank. Now this one gets everyone's attention when they come in. This is a 6 foot, 210 gallon reef ready Aquarium aquarium on a planet, stand, and canopy. This tank, of course, it kind of speaks for itself. It's absolutely stunning. It's humongous. So if you're looking for the tank of your dreams, this is probably going to be it. This tank is amazing. Again, really good freshwater or saltwater tank. Again, really love the footprint of this tank. It's very deep front to back, so it's really nice for like a reef tank where you're trying to aquascape your rock systems. You don't want a thin tank. It's very hard to aquascape a saltwater tank in something very thin. So this is a great tank for that. that. Or again, freshwater fish, which would be great for something like arowana because it's got that nice big 6-foot footprint and it's very deep front to back, so they're able to turn around nice and easily. So this aquarium is the Waterbox 130.4. It's got the white stand and the sump filtration with the overflow in the back there. Very low iron glass, so it's very crystal clear and just a really nice high quality aquarium. So if a larger tank really isn't what you're looking for, we do have some smaller beginner aquariums as well. We have the Fluval 15-gallon Flexes, and this is the kit, so it comes with the tank, the filtration's built in, comes with the lid, which has the light and everything that you need. And then we also have the Fluval Spec 16-gallon, which again is another kit that comes with the tank, the filtration, the light, the top, and everything that you need. They don't come with stands, so you just need a nice solid place to put the aquarium. But these are great beginner tanks. If you're just getting into it, your child wants a tank and you're just kind of thinking, what's the best option? These ones are fantastic for that because they have everything you need, very easy to maintain. And they're not too big, but also not too small either. So you can really get quite a good amount of freshwater fish in there. Right over here is the Aquarium 125-gallon. This is a standard 125, so it's not drilled, but this would be a fantastic freshwater aquarium with large canister filters. You could do a nice big FX6 on here, and you could fill this with African cichlids, or you could do a really awesome community tank. I think this tank would look epic if you had a couple angels and just 50, 60 neon tetras. I think that would look really, really cool. You could do a planted aquarium with a canister filter in here as well, which I think would look really, really nice. You've got a lot of options with this tank. Like I said, it's not drilled, so you definitely don't want to do saltwater in here, but you could do pretty much anything with freshwater. We have the 21.4-gallon Tideline. I really like this tank again because it's an all-in-one. It's a 20-gallon, so it's not too big. Let's say you look at this and it's a little big. This one's the one size down, and it's definitely very manageable for a freshwater tank. We do have pricing for saltwater. Like I said, you could do a saltwater tank in here. It's just a little on the smaller side. I wouldn't go any smaller than this, but it would work for that. It has the built-in filtration on it. Right over here, this is the Sapporo 180-gallon. This one is, of course, absolutely gorgeous. It's very similar to the 210, it's just shorter, it's not quite as tall. And this one is a standard aquarium, so it doesn't have overflows. So this again would be a freshwater only aquarium, but you could do massive cichlids in here or a really epic community tank. And I'll just show you guys here, this is the same as the 21.4 I showed you over there, just with a white stand. So if you wanted white, we do have that as well. And I just wanted to quickly show off these really cute Tideline aquariums that we got. This is the only one I have with the stand, but it's got this really cute little stand. And this tank would be a really cool aquarium for a betta and some other small fish, or you could do a shrimp tank in here. You would just need either sponge filter, or you could do a little hang-on back. We just got the new Dimax filters that would be perfect for this because they're nano and they're super tiny. And there's actually two others here. These are their even smaller sizes, super, super cute if you just want something small. This would be a good shrimp tank. I wouldn't put any fish in here, but it would be a good little shrimp tank or even just a little tiny planted tank if you wanted a little bit of a challenge. It's a cool, cool tank. And almost forgot this little guy here. This is another 21-gallon from Tideline. This one just doesn't have the stand, so if you have a stand at home or something that's very strong that can hold an aquarium, we do have it without the stand as well. Thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of Ocean State Aquatics TV with me, Salty Alley, here at our Wakefield location. And if you're just looking for the aquarium of your dreams, OSA can make it happen. So come on in, check out what we have, and you know what to do. Keep it fresh, baby.